I met Ruben and Stefan maybe 6 months ago, and I was impressed by just their desire to form an auction company that's fairly unique in the Romanian market and maybe even in parts of Eastern Europe, for the purpose of helping other dealers and customers with that expedience piece, knowing that everybody from a dealer's perspective, and they come from a dealer's perspective, that every now and then you get encumbered with more inventory than you want. And it's time to move that inventory and use the cash for something that would better improve your business. They also understand from a customer's perspective or a contractor's perspective that not always do you need everything that's in your yard. And not always do you have time to either trade that piece off or time to sell it on your own. And they understand that dynamic. And I think maybe further than that, they've done good business with trusting relationships with a number of customers in the Romanian market and throughout Eastern Europe. So that really set the stage for them to enter the auction market, to say we know that auction markets are built on trust. You have to have trust. And if you don't trust the people you're working with, it's not going to work out. They have that. And they have a high degree of knowledge, experience, and when you combine all those attributes together, they're going to be wildly successful. Here's what's unique about Colossus. So there are not a lot of heavy equipment and ag auction companies in the Romanian market and Eastern European market. Colossus is doing a good job of leveraging folks that have been there for years. They're leveraging my experience, and I'm intrigued and willing to help them in any way I can. They're leveraging the experience of a technology team that I've worked with over the years that is going to bring great value. Um, Probably one of the most important pieces that a customer can rest assured with Colossus is they're learning from people that have made all the mistakes in the past, so they don't need to repeat them. So the on live piece is a way for us to be able to show an audience, a buying audience, the attributes of the machine, whether it's video, pictures, along with descriptions, with an auctioneer, or else somebody alongside of the auctioneer talking about the attributes of the machine and pointing out nuances within the machine as customers are viewing a timed out process where the clock is counting down. And so where a customer has only a certain period of time to be able to buy that machine and bid on that machine. So there's an expedient component to that. There's a urgent component to that, and with a lot of informational componentry to all of that. So all of that together is unique, not just to Romania and Colossus. It's unique in the industry around the world. So the uniqueness of how we're going to conduct business through Colossus, it really benefits the trader in a number of different ways. It exposes their equipment to a broader buying audience. The buying audience is more captivated and interested in viewing and hearing what's going on. They're more informed. It really helps, whatever helps the buyer be more informed helps the trader with the sales value. So through Colossus, we're going to provide more information to the buyers to benefit the seller. And so I think that beyond the value of helping a trader achieve fair market value for their machines, they're going to expose it to a worldwide marketplace. You can't do that anywhere else but through an auction. Most traders or sellers are a little nervous about putting their prized possessions, the equipment that they spent a fair amount of money on, and they've worked it over the years and it's made them money, to put on an unreserved auction. And I understand that. I think that our job is to help a trader understand there is a worldwide market out there. There's a lot of information points out there that can help satisfy the maybe the misconception that auctions are a fire sale, or that auctions are going to sell your asset below wholesale. That just is not true. If everybody's done their job and we've exposed that machine to a broad buying audience, it's a fairly safe place, I'd say a very safe place, to offer your machine. The reason we offer machines unreserved is that we want to honor those buyers' times. We've understood over the years that if you don't sell machines unreserved at an auction, buyers are not going to waste their time to come to your place of business for an opportunity to buy. Buyers want to buy for their own price. Everybody's looking for a bargain. I like a bargain. Everybody likes a bargain. But if I'm competing for it and I know I need it, I'm willing to pay a fair market price for that machine and for that unit. So I think that from a trader's perspective, beyond the expediency piece, there is enough information out there that will tell a trader that, yeah, I can rest assured that if I'm working with people that have a high degree of ethics, that I know that if they sell my machine, I'm going to get paid for it, and that they're going to expose it to a worldwide audience, I really have no fears beyond that to do business with that company. So it's true that not all inventory should be sold at auction. And the auction platform may not be for everybody. But through the experience and expertise of Colosus, they'll guide you that way. So they're not going to guide you down a path that's not good for you. They're going to make good recommendations based on hard facts, based on real world experiences, based on their experience and the market experience, to advise you right on each and every piece of machinery that you're considering selling. Our job, Colosus' job, is to inform you appropriately whether your machines are right for an auction or not. And we can quickly assess that through looking at your inventory, in either inspecting it or viewing it, and understanding where you're coming from and the equity you may or may not have in those machines to make a good recommendation to you whether it's an auction machine or not. That's our job. We'll do that quickly and efficiently. We're not going to take you down a path to say you should put everything on an auction because we're Colosus. We're going to take you down a path to say, here are the facts based on historical information that we have all over Eastern Europe as to what those machines are worth and what you can expect from us and what you can expect back at the end of the day in price realization by putting those machines on an auction. We can offer to a bank and a leasing company, as well as other customers, an inspection and appraisal service that we can come in and position them for the future, so we can appraise that equipment so that they know and can recommend to their customer if they need to liquidate, or if they need to sell some equipment to be in a better position here at the bank or the leasing company. We have a recommendation and we know what we're looking at for value. And we might look at your entire fleet and let you pick and choose what machines you're going to use for that season or in the future, or what machines you might want to turn to cash to either replace or look to the future of machines that you may need that you could better utilize. We understand that we've been in this business. We understand from a contractor's perspective, it's about utilization of equipment. If you're not utilizing the equipment, A lot of people misunderstand that if it's sitting in the yard, it's not costing me money. That's not true. If it's sitting in your yard, it's costing you money. And so the quicker you can turn that to cash or other equipment that you can utilize, the better off you are. Well, another service that we offer are paid appraisals. And we can offer to you, we'll come out, we'll inspect your equipment to some degree, and we will establish a fair market value using all those different data points that I was talking to you about through what is currently being sold in this region, and come back and give you a value on each machine. All you need to provide for us is a list of those machines with make, model, serial number, years if you have them, and we'll go out and do our own inspections. Tell us the location of the machine if they're not all sitting here in your yard. Maybe make one of your maintenance managers available if we have some questions as to the condition of the machine or the whereabouts of the machine. But we'll really take it from here. We do that at a fee, and so your fee is going to be a flat fee plus expenses. So there really isn't a whole lot you need to do beyond that. You own the information. You can take it to your bank, or you'll be the owner of the information. And it takes us, depending upon how many machines, but if you have 50 to 100 machines, it might take us a week to assimilate all the information and get back to you with a value. The interesting part of what we do is that we can go along with you. We can look at your customer and make it feel to your customer like we're offering them a comprehensive solution to their equipment needs. So we can stand in the gap for you for any machines that you're not that interested in trading for, and we can be that solution provider for those machines. And we can also allow you to offer a price for trade for those equipments, or to buy for those pieces of equipment that you do want to bring into your used inventory. And to a customer, it looks like a comprehensive solution. It takes you out of that uneasiness of having to tell a customer, we're only interested in part of your package, we're not interested in all of your equipment. So it takes that tension away. So it's really a relational thing to be able to offer more solutions to your customer, and we can just be an arm for you. Well, you don't have to do anything. We'll take it from here. So the process and the next steps would be, if you have a list of equipment that I can look at, I'll take that list of equipment, I'll go out and have our guys personally inspect that equipment, and I'll come back to you and tell you what I think the values are going to be that you'll realize from our auction off of those machines. And you can either pick and choose from those machines, or you can treat it as a whole offering. It's really your choice. Beyond that, we'll contractually agree that we're going to sell that equipment October 24th on our on-live auction, unreserved. We are going to start machines at a price point that's well below what we know is the real value. And the reason we do that is we do that so that all the buyers around the world are going to pay attention. They're all going to see that it's starting out at a very low price point. We want to get those guys actively participating in the bidding process. So that's why we start at a very low point. And we're going to build it from there, and then we're going to say sold when all that activity stops. So that's how that's going to happen. So all you really need to do is provide me with a list of inventory, make it available when we send an inspection team out here so we can take all the photos that we take, some video, and go through and do the inspection process. And then we'll set up a next time meeting. I'll come back, and if we agree, we'll sign a contract. We'll agree to our commission rate, and from there, we may or may not have you repair some items if they need to be repaired to try to bring out the best value we can on that machine, so that we can promote the idea that It's either had new sprockets put in it, new tires put on it, or we've repaired the hydraulic leaks, whatever the case may be. And that we do that for promotional purposes. But it's really a one cost to you. We're going to do an inspection fee and then a commission rate, and that's it. There's no hidden charges. You're going to understand completely up front what the cost will be and what you can expect from us. A wide variety of people. Everything from banks and leasing companies, rental companies, dealers, of course, both new and used equipment dealers. I think government agencies can benefit from auctions. They always have a wide variety of inventory to sell. And contractors, of course. And contracting customers or farmers always have equipment that's either outdated or that they need to upgrade and update. So I think they're good targets to call on, potentially do business with. From a contractor perspective, they're either interested in retirement and a complete dispersal if they don't have a succession plan behind them. That's an excellent customer to call on. Or they may be interested in just getting rid of downsizing their inventory to kind of fit their needs for that summer or for that work season, with the idea of replenishing in the next season or the next year. So there's a number of different reasons people would participate in the auctions, and there probably aren't too many industries out there that don't have inventory that would fit an auction platform.